every time I'm in the street, I hear yak, 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 yak.
What is crackalackin' YouTube? This is your buddy Sean, and today my goal is to educate you with 5 facts about the development of Titanfall, and all you have to do is sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. So to start off with some information that you might already know, Activision, fired Infinity Ward's co-founders Jason West and Vince Impella in March 2010 for breaches of contract and insubordination. These two and other ex-Infinity Ward developers branched off and set out to make a new gaming studio. But did you know, with much internal debate, Respawn Entertainment was pitched to Zampella, and he found the name to be a perfect fit, because respawning is the recreation of an entity after its death or destruction. Seeing as MW3 was the start of the death of Call of Duty, reputation-wise, and he was starting from scratch by creating a new studio, it seemed like a perfect fit. So in essence, being fired created the name of Respawn. Speaking of Respawn being a startup company and all, Respawn back in the day was broke as a joke. Artist Joel Emsley recalled starting with the idea of a human-sized suit as a second skin, which the designers grew in size. As Respawn didn't have the necessary computers, to make this stuff, the artists resorted to kit bashing and model making, which is basically buying a whole bunch of kits and making shit out of it. So Joel prototyped by putting figurines inside of a plastic model kit, and the team eventually progressed to detailed foot-high models made of wood, wire, and plastic, which became the Atlas Titan. So once the struggle, a little bit of struggle was relieved and they got some computers and then they got all settled and everything, we know that the ultimate engine that was used by, Titanfall is the Source engine. But the reason that they did this is because it wasn't originally developed for the Xbox One, the game Titanfall wasn't. Respawn software engineer Richard Barker said that the company chose the Source engine because Portal 2 performed well on the PlayStation 3. Yes, you heard that right. And he also said that the console was the riskiest platform in the current gen. So obviously they had PlayStation in mind, it's just that that's not how it ended up at the end of the day. Moving on from that, speaking of, engines, Titanfall was originally prototyped running on a Ratchet & Clank engine called Luna. A friend of Zampella named Price was in a similar situation, working on games to be published for EA. And because of this existing friendship and because Price wanted to help Respawn succeed, he offered up the engine which powered Ratchet & Clank, A Crack in Time, and Respawn prototyped Titanfall with this engine for a whole year. Bonus fact, it has also revealed that EA offered to let Respawn use the technology behind the Lord of the Rings Conquest game and the Saboteur from the since closed Pandemic Studios. Respawn also considered using Epic Games' Unreal Engine, which is best known for being used in the Gears of War series, which I have to say to that, but decided against it because developers feared that they wouldn't be able to achieve 60 frames per second. Fact number 5. Titanfall almost didn't come out because of lawsuits. A TV host named Jeff released a book called The Final Hours of Titanfall, which provided insight on the development of Titanfall. In the book, it was stated that once new employees were immersed into the studio culture, they soon realized that there were really two companies operating beneath the surface, those who were in the lawsuit and those who were not. Quote, on certain days, almost half the company would crowd into the conference room for multi-hour meetings with lawyers. Often those discussions would spill over into the afternoon with debates about the latest legal maneuver. The rest of the company was supposed to be heads down working on the game. So a bonus fact would be, not long after the lawsuit was settled, Respawn employees got a meeting invitation titled Coming to Jesus. The purpose of this invitation was getting everyone in a room with Jason West, the co-founder of Respawn and Infinity Wards, to try to hash things out. Quote, what West hoped would be a constructive dialectic turned into an all-out lynching. Pent-up feelings burst into the open. Employee after employee complained about the rushed way the lawsuit had been settled. Many attacked West directly and complained that he didn't properly balance his time between the lawsuit and the game, which he largely ignored for the better part of the year. Jason later left the Respawn in 2013. So yeah, those were 5 facts about the creation of, Respawn Entertainment and of Titanfall and, the development and everything. I put a lot of work in this video, so if you really like the video, don't be afraid to, like the video. And if you want to see more videos, subscribe. And if you have any questions or anything, leave something in the comment section below. And as always, love your faces. I will see you guys later.